Hey, how you doing? Welcome back to another episode of God's Concept, or God Concept, if you will. This is a special episode, because, in light of recent things that's been going on in my life, in light of recent things, things that have been going on in my life, in period, I've been doing research on a lot of different things, because I've seen a lot of things. I've heard a lot of things, and I learned a lot, whether I wanted to or not, I learned a lot. And one thing I learned is that everybody in the city is under one umbrella, if you will. Everybody in the city is under one umbrella. And that is the Masons and the Eastern Stars. What they do is they control your life through other people and events that happen. They can manipulate people in your life, your children, people that you're friends with, family members, whoever. So that's what was going on, because I put out an episode called Pico Scandal. And what that was is me trying to figure everything out. And I'm still trying to figure everything out. And what I figured out is that these Eastern Stars, or these Masons, they've been, directly impacting my life in many different ways. They've been impacting my life in ways where they make people in my life do, fucked up things to me, or, they'll, okay, if they're directly, if they could directly influence your thoughts, right, that means they could do this to everybody. And if they could do that, they can kind of, manipulate everything that's happening. If somebody's driving, if they want that person to jump in front of your car or drive in front of your car, put that turn signal on, they will, because they told their mind to do it. This is what Masons and Eastern Stars do. They manipulate the mind, right? And this is how they control everything, their complete atmosphere. From the laws and the municipalities and the laws, from SEPTA, from the city buses to the government workers, down to the homeless people, right down to the street level things with the drugs and everything like that. And they do things and move things in your life in a way because, well, for one, they're fucking evil. And for two, because I have no idea. I have no idea why I was plagued with this, but I found out everything. I have this coin in my hand. It is a Masonic coin. And what I've learned is that you are the emblem in the middle, the square and the compass, something like that. And you have to have prudence. You have to have fortitude, prudence, temperance, and justice. I'm still learning, because I just thought of something new. But there is a higher power, and whoever this or whatever these powers are, they manipulate people in your life. They sent people directly into my life that probably been in my life. Well, yeah, people that been in my life and sent people directly into my life to affect my life. So I wanted to just say that I want to hold a hearing about this, about, Masonic law. I want to hold the hearing for the Picos and what they did in my family life, in my personal life. I didn't deserve it. My family didn't deserve it. And I've been, up until now, pretty much ignored. It's frustrating when you could talk to people about certain things and they understand what you're going through and they still can do nothing, especially when you know that they may be tied in with certain organizations and things like this. And to no avail, they still can't help you at all. They still can't help you or do anything. As a matter of fact, they not only can't help you, they'll actually try to make your situation worse. Better in ways and then worse. Better in ways and then they'll fuck you over in a way. So you have to be careful about how you deal with people. Well, I'm just telling you how I'm doing it. I'm very careful on how I deal with people, right? Because me not being particularly of the craft, right? Or me being, I guess they deem me an enemy of the craft or whatever, because they directly fuck on my life on a daily basis. I feel as if I got to be careful with how I deal with people, and I really can't trust anybody because their perception could change at any moment. You know what I mean? They could be kind and caring at one moment, and then next minute turn around and be hateful and mean or arrogant or, snotty or whatever, or angry or aggressive or even try to hurt me. That's why I always have to protect myself, and I just can't trust nobody. That's why I'm, where I'm at today, because to be honest with you, I thought that people were friends of my family. I thought that people were friends of mine. And I thought that I lived in a place where I wasn't being, controlled in a way. I thought I lived somewhere where we had free will, but we actually don't. The will is given to you. The will is not free. The will is given to you. All right? You do have a level of free will, but they take that from you by manipulating your environment and the things that you do, the things that you absorb mentally, physically, emotionally. They control this by the things that people say to you. You know what I mean? What if you knew that they control the things that people say to you? If somebody treated you wrongly or unjust in a way, what if they control how your child responds to you or whether your child does the right thing or not? That's some deep shit. What if these Masonic organizations and Eastern Stars been controlling how you treat your family, loved ones, friends, spouse? Imagine that shit. If the Masons and the Eastern Stars are literally controlling relationships between people, social interactions, all of this. It's an injustice. It's an injustice to any humane person living on this earth, any person breathing right now. And I'm a Native American. You know what I mean? I just lost my grandmother. All types of things happened in my life. And I contribute most of the foul shit that happened in my life, a lot of it, to the Masonic organization and the Eastern Stars. For what reason? I have no fucking idea. I don't know why we gotta go through this shit. We could all live life and be happy and have abundant and do great things and shit like that. But it wouldn't be right, I guess. Now, my situation is a bit different because somebody came into my life who family's been in my life for a while. And, what was already crumbling, she demolitioned the rest of the way to the ground. Okay? She really, did a number on some Masonic shit. This wasn't no, You know, this was her manipulating me so she could do that, so she could have the thoughts and minds of people around me. And she's been doing that. You know, the organization, it's not even her, it's an organization. It's like a, I don't know what to call it. But when they want something, they coming after it. And they want the family, my family's property or whatever. I don't know. I have no idea what's going on. It might be, I think it's bigger than that. But to be honest with you, if they want something, they're going to get it done. These people cause me to be in a situation where not only can't I go back to work, but nor do I want to go back to work because of what they exposed me to and what I've seen and things that I've heard and things that I understood. See, that's one thing. When you see and you hear things and you know what I mean, and you don't understand them. But when you perceive, when you understand a thing, that's when it becomes a bit eerie. That's when it becomes a bit weird. You know what I mean? Because I've seen a lot of spiritual things. I've had spiritual encounters with people, not just by myself, with people and alone. Plenty of times. Seen, heard, felt things that were supernatural. And, you know, it still don't become clear. Like, I can't say it's all clear. But I can say with some level of high degree that the Masonic Order and the Eastern Stars got a lot to do with the thought patterns and the things that people do. The Eastern Stars possibly control the women's minds and thoughts and things like that. And the Masons control the men's, possibly. I mean, that's just a thought. I don't know. I'm not in the workings of what they do and how they do it and this and that. But I know that they directly impacted my life. And if there's anybody out there who hears this podcast, feel like they could reach out and give me a bit of help on this situation, please do, because I'm going fucking through it. It's a matter of, it's a matter of them just being able to do whatever they want to people. And them right now being able to literally just manipulate people's minds and thoughts and things that they do in their actions to put you, or i.e. me, in a bad situation. You know what I mean? To paint you in a bad light, to your children, to coworkers, to whomever. You know what I mean? They could put these thoughts in your mind. Not only in other people's mind, in your mind. I have examples of how they did this, but it's crazy, man. I would okay. I don't like to smoke weed in front of my kids or, eat a shroom or something like that, right? For example. So I try to go in the other room to do that. And normally my kids, they don't be on no shit. But for some reason, it was like, they knew exactly what I was doing and exactly when I was gonna do it. And I put it to the test. I was like, let me see. Every time I'm trying to roll up or something, here they come, bloop. I'm like, hold the fuck up. I'm putting it to the test. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? It's because they knew somebody was manipulating their thoughts, their mind, to tell them, go see what your dad doing. Go see what your dad doing. That's what they do. Even when somebody do something fucked up to you sometimes, you might hear that little voice in your head. Yo, punch that nigga. That's them. You might hear that little voice in your head. Yo, go rob that nigga. Tell that person such and such. Say something bad to that person. Or say something good to that person. Or give that person an opportunity. Or they put those thoughts and they put that in people's head. It's a picture with Donald Trump on it. And they show him, with his head bowed down with other men around him bowing down as well, and they was like over top of him or whatever. And what it was is them being in sync in their thoughts and in their feelings and the way in their logic and the things that they do. You know what I mean? Because it's all about the thoughts, your perception of things. But, okay, you can't merely think positive, because even if you think positive, which I've been doing, which Georgia Scanapico told me to do, yeah, the Mason that did so much shit, stole my fucking car, had, I don't know what else, she did so much shit. That girl did so much shit. And she's in the city. I don't know if she's still in the city. I don't know where the girl is at. But to be honest with you, I want her and whoever else to be trumped up on Masonic charges about this shit, about what they do in this city. And I understand that probably somebody's working through her. I have no fucking idea. You know what I mean? I have no fucking idea. But all I know is it's a lot of shit going on in my personal life. Nobody can tell you that they're in some secret organization. Nobody can't explain to you that, you know, the secrecy of their covenant and all that bullshit, right? But at the same time, you know, this is life. You can't just make a person do what the fuck you want them to do. Because I know what they want me to do. And that's not for me to explain on this microphone to my podcast what they want me to do, what they trying to steer me to do. But at the same time, took the ability for me to do. Right? And now it's just like I'm here and I'm in limbo. I'm in this place. I don't know if this is how they recruit people or not. To be honest, I thought I was in some, to be completely honest, for a while dealing with these people, reading the books at her house and looking at certain paintings and portraits and statues and little shit like that at the little crib or whatever she had at the little apartment, little bullshit apartment. It's like I learned so much from those books, from those paintings, from those symbols, from those signs. And just being around and witnessing, you know, the inevitability that she's afforded by putting a license plate with a Masonic logo on it on my car. This woman get away with murder. These people get away with murder. You know, and not all of them are bad. I understand that. I'm not saying that all Masons or all Eastern Stars are bad. I'm not saying that. But I'm saying that the ones who control the minds, the hearts and minds of men and women to do fucked up things out here, you should be ashamed of yourself. And the ones who also use the craft, right, to affect the hearts and mind of people to their own detriment, for your own personal gain or for the city's personal gain, you know, or capital gain. You know, it's not right. It's not right to do such things. And that's what I'm dealing with. I'm not asking anybody out here to believe me. Don't believe shit I say. I'm not asking you to believe me. I'm just telling you my truth. I'm telling you my truth and what I've been dealing with. And how I've been getting done by friends, family, spouses, all my fucking life. And I have no idea why. I don't know what we're attached to. I don't know what's on the other side of this. I don't know what is supposed to happen. But all I know is that I'm still pushing forward through all this adversity that I've been dealing with thus far. And to be honest with you, you know, I get a few pointers here and there, you know, stuff just out the air. You know, people who know what I'm talking about know what the fuck I'm talking about. And they say I should go to the Masonic Hall and seek refuge in a Masonic Lodge, right? They say I should seek refuge in a Masonic Lodge. You know, they say I should make sure that I'm of sound mind and body, right? I'm an artist, I'm a writer, I'm an author, I'm a publisher, producer. I might not be the best at every one of those things, but I am doing it nonetheless. If that doesn't say that I'm of sound mind and body, then I don't know what does. And to be honest with you, you know, these people took way more than just a car from me. They took a lot. They took a livelihood. They took time that I could never get back with loved ones. They took a lot of things, you know, property, you know, beyond the car, property, not to mention the emotional distress, the personal trauma that I've been through and that I witnessed. Like, I'm be honest with you, all this shit that I've been through and I've been posting ain't been no lie, ain't been no bullshit. I can make a movie out of this shit for real. All the shit that I've been through with these people dealing with this shit, I can make a movie out of this shit. Nobody's going to admit to it. I really, you know, like, how could they admit to it when they control the thoughts and minds of people? How can anybody admit to being a part of something if you literally can't? Like, if I was a part of the Masonic order, I probably wouldn't be able to talk like this right now. Then once you become a Shriner, I guess you know, you're good. You know, you're off the hook. I don't fucking know. Still get to come to all the parties, but you ain't got to participate. I don't fucking know. You know, I know a couple, you know, Masonic people, not personally or probably do personally. I don't know. But either way, I know that they know that I know what the fuck I'm talking about. I know it. Like, I ain't, you know, I've been doing research. I've been studying this, that, so much. Like, so much to the point where it should almost give you a level of cognitive dissonance because this shit don't feel real no more. I'm be honest with you. This shit just don't feel real no more. It don't. I mean, I'm still going to be me. I'm still going to be a good person and shit like that. But to be honest with you, it just don't feel real. This life don't feel real. Like, this shit just feel phony as shit. Especially when you already perceive. When, like, you be like, yo, what the fuck? Like, all right. When you already seeing, you already perceiving, you really just going down this rabbit hole and you like, what the fuck? And the fucked up part about it is, I don't know. I don't know what the fucked up part about it is. You know? The fucked up part about it is, to me, getting to the bottom of the bullshit. Getting to the bottom of the bullshit is the fucked up part. And another thing it make me think about is the way that we react to people when we get angry or something, you know, because it's in those moments where they actually controlling you or testing you or whatever the case may be, testing your temperance, testing your prudence, testing your fortitude, testing your justice, or your lack thereof. Because they can give people these emotions to have towards you. And then your emotions towards them, they don't have to do much because they know the character. They know who you are. So they don't got to manipulate you to go forward unless you won't go forward. Right? Because, once they set the trap, it's going to happen. It's all nature. It's all nature. If they know exactly who you are and have, all the shit just, right there about you. They know what's innately in you. They know exactly what you're going to respond to, what's going to push your buttons, what's going to tick you off and things like that. They know that. And that's what they do. For what reason? I have no fucking idea. Because some people, I don't know. I don't know if everybody go through this shit. I have no fucking clue. You know, I have no, do they measure some type of, do they got some type of scale of how much they fuck with you, depending on who you are or what ethnic background you come from, what race or culture you are, how much they gonna try to fuck with your life? Maybe that's why Japanese people could come over here and flourish so greatly, because, you know, and other races can come over here and flourish so greatly because they don't have their mind tampered with like us, because they come over here to experience this bullshit. And they don't have their mind tampered with. Whereas though us, we're fucking born here in this municipality, allowing them to be able to fuck with us. You know, allowing them access to us. And we are them. That's why I'm saying this shit. Because me speaking to you is actually me speaking to them. That's some deep shit. Me saying this shit out loud to me is me saying this shit out loud to them. Ain't that some deep shit? Yeah. If they don't want anybody to hear this podcast or anybody to know about what I've been through or dealt with in any way, all they got to do is put it on your heart and mind not to listen. Yeah? It's all about perception or inception, or however you want to see it. But either way, you're definitely in a fucking maze, and they control it. And they know what you do 24/7, 24 hours a day. Well, that's my time. Please support me at, Mr. Pagan. Support the books, Mark Pagan Jr., Nature's Features. I got more music coming out and things like that. I'm going to continue to write. I'm going to continue to do my podcast, continue to do streams like that, because I'm not bowing down to the status quo. I'm done with that shit. I'm on my Ice Cube shit. Yay, yay. Peace. Love y'all. Stay blessed.